In the world of technology, when it comes to processor, one most important thing is the subscript after you identify the generation of the processor. We have subscripts U, we have subscripts K, we have subscripts H, HQ, G, X, and Y after a processor. As you can see on your screen, you will understand that knowing the subscript is more important than for the laptop to be i5 or i7 or i9. This explains why an i5 may perform better than another laptop of i7 with respect to a particular task. Have you ever been in a situation whereby your old computer is getting slow to perform your task? Then you desire to buy a new computer, and after buying the new computer of higher generation, you notice that it cannot run the same programs your older computer is running, meaning the older computer still has a better performance than the new ones with respect to your program. Are you a novice trying to get a new laptop, but you are worried that you might be exploited in trying to get the best that suits your job? Are you one of those persons who is trying to run high performance tasks at the same time you desire a sleek, slim, and modern generation laptop? Then this message is for you and all the people who want to understand better about processor vis-a-vis tasks to be performed on your laptop before buying a laptop, so that you don't spend expensively and buy a laptop that cannot meet your needs. Sometimes you really have the money to buy, but you don't have the right guidance. In terms of processor, this message is for you. When choosing a laptop, the most important thing to consider is the CPU. CPU means Central Processing Unit, we commonly call processor. Today, the two common types of processor that exist are Intel processors and AMD processors. Because on this side of the country, we mostly use the Intel processor, we shall take a few minutes to explain the different types of Intel processors we have, and most importantly, their subscripts, whether it is U, H, HQ, G, and so on. In the world of technology, when it comes to processor, one most important thing is the subscript after you identify the generation of the processor. We have subscripts U, we have subscripts K, we have subscripts H, HQ, G, X, and Y after a processor. The first number after a Core i3, a Core i5, or Core i7 identify the generation of the laptop. For instance, this laptop here is an HP ZBook 15G3 touchscreen. It's a Core i7 of 6th generation. You can see the processor i7, and after i7, the subscript 6 indicates that it's a 6th generation. After the other numbers, you can see HQ in front. What does this HQ stand for? Also, look at this laptop here. It's a Dell Core i5 of 4th generation. And after the number 4, you have some other numbers, and it ends with subscript U. Consider this nice slim laptop. It's a Core i5 of 8th generation, and after the numbers, it ends with a subscript Y. What does the Y stand for? So in a few minutes, I'm going to explain to you what these numbers mean and how important they are to what you want to use your laptop for. First on my list, I'm going to start with the very high-end processors. The H subscript stands for high performance laptop. In some cases, like the case of the Lenovo P51, which is a Core i7 of 7th generation with HQ processor. H is for high performance and the Q is for quad core, meaning you can have up to 8 CPUs. That is also similar for the case of most ZBooks of the ZBooks 15, G3, and G4. Take note, some ZBooks do not come with HQ processors. So if you want to buy a ZBook, don't be excited about the name ZBook or Dell Precision. Check the processor, because some of the processors of Dell Precision and ZBook rather come with a U subscript. U means ultra low performance or ultra low voltage. It could be U or UL. In that case, We are not saying that it is bad. It is optimized for power consumption. For most processors that have U, they are optimized for power consumption such that the batteries can last longer. And on the other hand, the H and HQ processors are optimized for performance so that they can perform faster and better, and their batteries will generally perform lower. If you see a laptop with H processor or HQ processor having a long lasting battery, you have to take your time and check, meaning it is designed to be a little bit extra large so that you can carry a large battery like the HP 𝗕𝗵𝗀 with a battery of up to 97 watt-hour, compared to another laptop like the 𝗕𝗵𝗀 which the battery is still 62 watt-hour. In effect, if you desire high performance and at the same time you desire a very slim laptop, you must be very careful because you run into the trap of buying the wrong laptop. Understanding that the laptop is an H or HQ processor, meaning it is high performance and generally they will consume more power, then their battery consumption will be likely low in most cases. But it depends also on the task, and this task is directly linked to the clocking frequency and the turbo boost frequency of the laptop. Most laptops from 6th generation 7, 8, 9 and 10 and above work with the concept and technology of the turbo boost technology. You will find a laptop with processor speed of only 1.8 GHz but turbo boost of up to 4 or 4.5 GHz. How important is this turbo boost? This turbo boost is designed to optimize battery, especially in times where you are not performing very high workload tasks. For instance, you could just be typing or browsing or doing something simple. Without turbo boost at that time, the frequency will perform minimal and the battery of your laptop, which is a high performance laptop, will last longer. When you jump now into high workload tasks, like a task of performing rendering to get out images from an architectural design or performing a task of simulation, at that time your laptop jumps into turbo boost technology where a 1.8 GHz processor performs now at a clock speed of about 4.5 GHz, optimizing power, meaning when you are doing rendering, a battery that could last for 4 hours might now last only for 1 hour 30 minutes. This is important for you to know why for some days your laptop will last for 2 hours and for other days your laptop lasts for 8 hours. Because the different tasks you perform, the number of pages you open, the number of tasks you open, the lighting, keyboard, the touchscreen, all these things go to affect the clocking frequency of your processor. What is my advice then? If you want to perform this high performance tasks, make sure you are connected to power. That is why you will notice that laptops with this high performance that can be used for rendering, the chargers are usually large. It could be 10.3 amp, it could be 6.8 amp, it could be up to 12.3 amps. In terms of power, it could be 150 watt, 180 watt, 200 watt, or 230 watt. Some examples of this high performance laptop include the HP 𝗕𝗵𝗀, which is an H processor, and then we also have the HP 𝗕𝗵𝗀, which is an 𝗕 processor. What is the difference then between an H and an 𝗕 processor? The Q signifies the quad core, meaning the processor is quad core of 8 logical CPU, and without the Q, then it is a higher processor which will likely be 12 CPUs or 16 CPUs, likely an 8-core or a 6-core CPU. We've talked about the high performances a lot. Now we're going to shift a little bit from that to processors with subscript U. For instance, Lenovo T590 here is a Core i7 of 8th generation, and you have a U subscript after the generation number. Majority of the laptops we use today are of the U subscript. U means ultra low power, like I said, and it optimizes power. It can keep batteries for up to 4, 5, 6, and even right up to 10 hours, meaning you cannot perform over high performance tasks on it. I am not saying it is slow. The everyday laptops we use for watching movies, typing, doing basic work in school, at office, at work, all those things, they use subscript processors. Other laptops with use subscripts are like the HP ZBook 15U G5. Most of these ones have slim designs because they don't consume much power. Their batteries are smaller but last longer. You have the Dell Latitude 3380, which is currently on promotion. You have the Dell 7390, which is touchscreen X360. So if you really love the nice and sleek designs like the Dell 3340, the HP EliteBook and ProBook touchscreen, like the Microsoft Surface Pro, very slim and sleek, detachable laptops like this one, then you should be ready that you are using it for everyday tasks and the subscript is you. Now for people with low budget, usually budget below 70 or 80,000 francs, it is very normal that you will not get these laptops in most shops. For people with low budget, usually budget below 80,000 francs, you're going to get laptops with subscripts of X or Y on the processor. For instance, the HP ProBook X360, yes, their designs are very good because they are designed for low performance. And mind you, you cannot perform very high tasks like architecture, graphic design, and so much on these laptops. G suffix are mostly recent generations like 10, 11, and 12 generation, in which a high Intel graphics is integrated into the processor such that that processor can handle basic tasks of gaming and other graphic processing tasks. For instance, it could be integrated with the Ice Lake graphic or Intel Iris graphics. Examples of G subscript processors are incorporated in the Dell Latitude 11 Gen 5400 Core i5 11 Gen. Another example is the HP ZBook Firefly, which is also a Core i7 11 Gen. Other laptop processor types which we don't have are processor types like T and K, which are definitely designed for high power. When buying laptops with such processor types, you should not even look at battery. If you have any worry on how to pick a laptop based on the processor type, please kindly inbox us or come to 𝗕𝗺𝗲𝙗𝙗. We have very good deals at very good prices, and thank you very much for always believing, trusting, and promoting 𝗕𝗺𝗲𝗗𝙗. God bless you.